What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and I'm pretty fired up right now. This is probably like my fourth take on this. I keep kind of going off the rails a little bit. I'm going to try not to do that here. Gazillion is dead, and Marvel Heroes is shutting down on Friday, not the end of the year. That is the title of an article just posted within the last 15-20 minutes of me recording this video by Massively Overpowered. massivellyop.com. Link to the article in the description below. And I'm going to go ahead and just read the article for you, but please give them the click that they deserve and look at it there. Leave some comments if you need to. Massively OP has received a credible tip from a former Gazillion employee who told us under condition of anonymity that Marvel Heroes will be over significantly sooner than Disney and Marvel previously declared. The ex-employee says he was terminated as of today, that Gazillion is being shut down entirely. So whatever their other game they were working on, it sounds like that's not going to happen either. And that Marvel Heroes will sunset this coming Friday, not at the end of the year as was originally announced. The termination letter written by CEO Dave Dohrmann, spelled with his actual name, not his make-believe David Von Dorman name, was shared with Massively OP and claims that banking creditors have effectively pulled the plug on the company, leading to termination of almost every employee at the studio and the apparent renege of benefits, including accrued PTO. A representative for Marvel told us last week that the game would remain online until the end of December, but the letter says that Marvel directed Gazillion to prepare the sunset ASAP. We expect an announcement soon. You can read up on the whole saga in our last summary. We reached out to Gazillion, Marvel, and Disney for comment. Our hearts go out to the innocent devs whose holidays and lives have just flung into turmoil. That's right, guys. Just flung into turmoil. Now, look, I make no secret about my love for the people at Gazillion. Like, they've been great to me. They have been amazing to work with. One of my favorite companies of all time to work with. Some of the best people to work with. I've been working with PR for years and years and years. Before I did YouTube, I was a writer and I did photography in the music industry. Since 2000, I've been dealing with publicists and all things of that nature. I would say that, my handlings with Chris and Tyler and David, all the people that I've worked with at Gazillion have been among the best I've ever worked with, and all the people that I've worked with and talked to and interacted with, on Twitter, on the forums, wherever it may be, that work at Gazillion. These are amazing people that are about to go into one of the biggest family-oriented holidays of the year, at least in America. I don't know how it is for the rest of the world. I know for the rest of the world, you probably could care less about Thanksgiving, all right? But it's a time of being together with family and friends and loved ones and being thankful. And now the day before that happens, not that there's ever a good day for this to happen, these people are being terminated. And not only are they being terminated, but all of their benefits are being stripped of them. They are not being paid personal time off that they accrued. That was an agreed upon part of their employment with the company. They're not being... Their benefits are being wiped out. No insurance. Who does that? I'm sorry, but Dave Von Dorman or Dave Dohrmann, whatever the fuck your name is, you made this bed, and now you're bailing on the people that depended on you. And that is one. And from what I've read on the internet, so I have to say allegedly because I'm not a cyber sleuth and I haven't looked any further into it, but based on something that you can read, if you just Google his name, literally go to the article, highlight Dave Dohrmann, right click, search for on Google, and read the thing that says, "Mommy, tell me about Daddy, why can't I meet him?" and prepare to be disgusted. Disgusted. Okay? I can only go based off of this. The man changed his name, so I would think that there's some truth to it. I'm alleging. I'm just reading the internet. That's all I'm doing. But by all accounts, this is why Disney. I mean, he got Me Too'd, and Disney went after them because unless you run Pixar, you're not going to get away from it when you're Disney. That's another story for another day. But this is bullshit, and it's fucking ridiculous. Like I do believe that we, the people that spent our money in this game, deserve some type of refund, but that shouldn't be at the expense of the employees. You made your bed, now you have to live in it. And saying investors, quote unquote, are pulling the plug, like you're the head of those investors. Like there are tons of I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know the inner workings of how their management structure works, but there are plenty of articles out there, and there's even a video on YouTube of him being interviewed explaining how it all works. He's part of a company called ROTH Capital Partners. He's a managing director since January of 2013. This is from crunchbase.com/person/Dave Dohrmann. Okay, so here it is. Dave Dohrmann has served as Gazillion's chief executive officer since September 2015 and has been a member of the company board of directors since March 2014, where he represents the interests of Roth Capital Partners, an investor in Gazillion. At Gazillion, Dave oversees the strategic direction of the company, blah, 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 blah. All right. In addition to his duties with Gazillion, Dave has also served as a managing director at ROTH Capital Partners since 2013, where he co-founded the venture financing group. In this capacity, he continues to oversee ROTH's venture investments, including Smule, where he was a board observer. Other venture investments led by Dave at Roth include TaskRabbit, Sunbasket, whatever, all these other companies that should also probably, shouldn't those companies be parting with him? And you know what? Sometimes when you invest, you have to eat money. And, you don't get to bail on all these people's lives, okay? Like, all these people took employment with Gazillion, and I understand. Look, I've been laid off before. It fucking sucks, all right? There's no good way to spin it. But, the company I worked for, they understood that they had a responsibility to us as employees, and they took care of us. And I can say, as awful as it was and as spiteful as I am towards them, because I do feel like I was let down. I feel like my entire department was let down. They sent our jobs overseas to pay people less money to do what we did, and to do it a lot worse than what we did. I still feel like I possibly made out as one of the better layoffs of somebody that you could have to go through. I got paid a week's salary for every year that I was there, so I got like 7 weeks of severance. My benefits stayed active during that time. Like they definitely suffered a loss to make sure that I was taken care of, because they could not handle their responsibilities as employers. And that is what Roth Capital, is that what they're called? Roth Capital Partners, and whoever owns and funds Gazillion, that is what their responsibility is right now. Okay? It's to these employees that you're fucking over because you couldn't do the business on your end. So these people went into work every day and they worked countless hours, slave-like hours. All right? Like, I've seen some of them posting that they're getting in the office at like 8 in the morning their time and leaving at like 10 o'clock at night their time. It's insane. And I'm probably exaggerating a teeny bit, but by all accounts, they loved what they did. So they did it. And, all you have to do is Google Crunch, what Crunch is in the gaming development industry, and you'll understand, okay, that these people worked so many hours, and the product isn't perfect, okay? I love it. I love it despite its flaws. I learned to live with their flaws. I still love this game, okay? But, when you have employees, people that take a chance on you to work for you, these people could have gone other places to work, but they took a chance on Gazillion, fell in love with working at Gazillion, and something happens out of their control. This game isn't being pulled from everything that I understand. It's not being pulled because it's a bad game. It's being pulled because of something that happened at the top that you can read if you just right click and search on Google this person's name. And it's disgusting. Like, again, I just, it's infuriating to me that these people that I have a lot of respect for have to go through this, and that people at the top are protected because, oh, you know, hey, we're losing money now, so we might as well just wash our hands of it. No responsibility to anybody else. Fuck them. It's all about us. It's bullshit. It's wrong, and it's unacceptable. And again, I'm allegedly, I'm using all those words. This is my opinion. I don't know any facts. Nobody has said a word to me. I don't know anything. This is my opinion. All right? And I have a right to my opinion. All this shit's on the internet. It's all out there. I don't like swearing in my videos because I know I sometimes have a lot of kids that watch. But this is fucking disgusting. It's bullshit. And it's I cannot believe it's happening. I don't even care about the fact that we're losing the game anymore. Like, I'm so far beyond that. All right? What they're doing to these human beings is disgusting. And they should be ashamed of themselves. And I hope they have a shitty Thanksgiving, as shitty as they're making it for everybody else that is just trying to live their lives and do what they were hired to do. But you couldn't do your job at the top and keep shit going. So, go fuck yourselves. I'm out. Oh yeah, by the way, the game ends on Friday. Pfft, who knew?